I'm not naked, I'm wearing shorts, okay? You want to see it? I'm wearing shorts. I'm wearing shorts, okay? It's the summer, right? It's the summer. She has a whole lot to say. I mean, she's just getting all emotional about how she sees the world. It's not my fault. It's not my problem. I didn't make the world that way. I didn't make her see that. She can see it herself. She can tell you. Okay? But I'm going to tell you right now, she acts all camera shy. She acts like she can't talk. She wants to blame it on someone else. It's not me. I swear on everything, a stack of Bibles or whatever you want, a stack of Korans or a stack of anarchist writings, I'm sorry, atheist writings, I'll swear on it. I don't care. However you take it, I'm telling you, what she's going to tell you right now, it's her own thoughts, but it's like pulling teeth. She wants to, and she gets on here, makes a fucking shambles out of my hosting. What am I supposed to do? You have like this whole emotional way that you view the world, but it's like, oh, it's got to be me. I'm not the guy who did it, okay? I didn't do it. I don't need to fucking get out in the world and they act like I'm the one that did it. I didn't do that shit. All I'm doing is trying to make some fucking videos and live at peace. What bothers you? That you know, you got to reflect everything, project it on me, so these fucking people out here can't figure it out. That's what I want to know. I ain't nobody's fucking victim. Maybe see, psychologically, you watch this and you look at me for about a minute or however long it takes. Say, this guy don't need no defender. He's a fucking ass kicker. He'll defend himself. So then you turn over here. You're gravitating. What can I do to help? Here's someone I can defend. Hey, the knights in shining armor are coming. Who's the dragon? Oh, is it him? Who is it? Oh, it's the Nazi. It's Obama. It's the rapist. It's the cop. Who is it? I'm the knight in shining armor now. Yeah. Fuck yeah. You think I don't see right through the fucking bullshit? Wake up. Spirit to spirit. You don't know what the fuck is going on. What do you have to say? Don't act like you can't fucking talk. Everybody's going to be like, well, he talks more than her. Am I holding her fucking throat? Am I holding do I have to hold my fucking throat? It's called freedom of speech. Does everybody fucking forget? That's what they call it. But it's your ability to express yourself. That's life-given. Express yourself. Learn how to fucking scream out your fucking rage, explain it, and bring people to your side. Preach it. Bring it. Make it happen. Speak the truth to power. Can you do that? Or are you fucking afraid you're a victim and you need people to come around and to misunderstand? So the fucking face that said sail 1,000 ships to destroy Troy. What the fuck is going on? I don't need women to fucking drag me down. All these fucking women coming around to a strong man. You know, yeah, you want a strong man. Then when you have a strong man, you don't know what the fuck to do with a strong man. Except, now I need another man? Who can I talk to? You can always talk to me. And if you can't talk like me, how can you stand next to me? And these people, what do you have to say? What can they say? This is not their relationship. This is not their relationship. And I don't know about the relationship. I don't want to get into your relationship. I never have. I've got plenty of my own. See, I don't want to get into your relationship.
Can you turn the light on, please?
Turn what light on? The light's already on. The director has spoken. I'm the lighting boy now.
So what I'd like to say is I am preparing to basically like leave the universe as I know it. I want to be able to step away from it and go and create and actually be proactive in creating the universe the way that I actually want it to be, the way that I want it to harmonize itself and do those actions. I skimmed briefly in the last few hours of resting in one of my last days at this particular location, just skimming briefly the latest news over the past month, and it's always, every time I do this to myself, you know, it's a total realization of the reality of the what you call it propaganda. I don't know what you call it, but it's what you're being pumped right in front of your third eye, your whole center of perception, and you're being shown what your three-dimensional hologram is. It's military and police raids, and it's foreign countries with little children watching their parents be bombed and blown to shreds. It's little infants being carried through war zones, and why? Why is that? And so then I study history, and I think about the times of the people in history, and of course, topics like Hitler, being compared to Obama comes up, and so I'm just looking at this world, and I'm in deep, deep prayer right now. And you ask me why I'm silent. It's because I am it's a deep mourning for the earth, and what I am witnessing is here, and so I do have particularly gone out into the United States just to see what is happening there as well. And I see lots of efforts of people wanting to do permaculture, and lots of efforts of people wanting to be organic and harmonize and try to wake up. But I also see, a lot of focus on a lot of the same things that I've dealt with in the past few years, to be able to shed that comes from the ego. And it's, it's a process, we can go through, and we can really, really, really shed the personal defense layers a bit, and be able to absorb what's real. And you'll know it when you feel it, what's real. And this it's two-dimensional right now. There's the reality that there is beauty when we're among those that we can reflect tones of love and gratitude towards each other, and realization, and helping one another to build something, to create something sustainable that can house us in a way where we don't have to have fear, and we don't have to have fear of that outer government coming in to raid, to to take our children, to tell us we can't give our children milk from la leche from la vaca or cow. Being told la cobra goat milk is not okay to give an infant, and creating a whole raid over something like that. I read something about weeds, just weeds growing. It wasn't even cannabis. Place raided. I mean, just the topics just go on, and I think the massacre in Egypt probably shook me up the most. And I know that it's not the first time in history that the world is experiencing such bloodshed to it as a race upon its earth. And isn't it that all we really want to do is be able to celebrate on the earth, create music, and dance, and love one another, and be able to just rest and be at peace, and live like monks in a temple? We could learn so much from people that are achieving that type of lifestyle. But we have the masses, and there's a mixture of different levels of people awakened in different places, and so the greatest thing we have right now is love, the greatest thing we have is awareness, and the greatest thing we have is also our ability to see thyself, and you have to let that ego split open. You have to crack it open from everybody, from a mother struggling at home with her kids that has to learn about herself, maybe to rise higher and higher in herself and be better and better, or to the man that's been signed up in some big 3-story building in the government's reigns, that thinks he has power over the nations to say what's going on. I'm not really sure what's going on with any of that. I live mostly in the spirit realm. I live mostly in the realm of praying and feeling, and being in tune with nature, and so I reflect, because I know that's the path of healing. That's how we all can heal. It's anything that dies off, reseeds itself, blossoms into the flower, and the flower is perfect sacred geometry. And we are all like that. Every micronism moving has the ability to be like the beautiful lotus mandala wheel opening up in its perfect um, sync. But if you notice, if you were to throw a punch at my arm, what would happen? What would happen?
Are you asking
I'm
me?
asking you. Yeah, do something sudden like you like.
Oh my God! Like I actually get to do something on my channel here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
try.
not like you're not just doing a monologue.
I'm gonna try to keep feeling the energy that.
I actually. You want me? What did you say? You want me to do something physical? I can't. We're just there's chairs here. There's a computer and all this stuff. I just wanted to. You know, I think that we have some things in common. You know, like, but as far as how a woman is, like, it's different, and so like you can call the substances testosterone. They label that. So if you choose to call it that, or you're gonna choose to call it chi, prana, or you're gonna choose to call it orgone, or you're gonna call it the strong force or the weak force or the Higgs boson. It's all basically the same thing. Energy, spirit. It's all basically the same thing with different words depending on like what context you want to talk about it. So you're talking about this stuff, and do you know what I mean?
What I said earlier?
Yeah, like you gotta let me be me, which you have to, and whenever you try to stop that and you try to change it, either
Not so polite.
you're malicious, I can't trust you, or it comes to the point where like you're trying to be a mother to treat me like a little kid, which is not going to happen. If there's a time to like, where I'm relaxed in a safe area, safe zone, then that's okay. I open up, but and the same thing with a woman. But we have our different ways of going about it, and it comes across differently. Like, like I'm a strong man. I'm harsh. I'm that harsh medicine that is difficult to go down. It's like, but if you want me to change, then it's not really
But he
possible.
butters you up really, really good before he
Yeah, I do that. I do that, and I want to do that to the world too.
You do it
I do that. I do
like
that.
you do it in this way that like it becomes a rhythm.
I told you before in the other video, Zen Mastery. She couldn't come out. Do you know that before I met her?
But I'm learning to let
She
let
was
your
like
anger
she's like a waif,
help me realize that
shoeless,
I'm
wandering,
angry
no
about the
job,
world too.
no home.
I have a hard time expressing that on camera.
You hear that talking. You know that that's true. And she couldn't talk. She couldn't even tell you the things that she just told you on here. She could not talk. She never did a video ever until she saw my stuff that I've been doing for years, and I was an independent producer.
No,
so I know how to express myself. I'm like way
Not
far into throwing my body into the void. And I've done that. So that's why I've gotten like this. If you folks saw me 35 or more years ago, it would be more like how you're seeing her. I would be like this. I'd be like, I feel like
no way.
I feel sensitive about I don't know what's gonna happen to the tree.
No, I admit, I have
just
a
want
lion's
no,
roar,
no,
but nobody.
see, I
but
get
some
talked
people
over.
see it. Oh, you're right.
I like to walk down there, but I'm afraid I don't know what they might do to me. And
Okay, you're right.
there's
It's hard for
someone
people
in
to hear
charge.
you. You're right. It's easier for people
Oh,
to hear when it's like.
I'm only 10 years old, and I'm not sure, and the world frightens me, and I have to talk about it polite. I have to make sure that, because I don't know, and maybe they come because I have to be rescued or something. I'm just, I don't know what to do, but I know that something's wrong out there. I mean, that's what I wanted to, like, I'm trying to ask, what's wrong? I know something's wrong. So it's like, I've come a long way. I wish you could just see it side by side 35 years ago, and you would see, and you would say that this guy is bossing the fucking hell out of that kid, but actually, that was me.
I wish I could reenact
See,
what I did earlier.
slap him up and fucking come to the future and do what you gotta do. Like, fight. Don't be a fucking wimp. Don't fucking prop up wimps with fucking crutches, because it's not gonna work. Nietzsche said it. Read Nietzsche, boy. Read Nietzsche. Nietzsche. The will to power.
Okay.
He questions Christ.
No, I'm gonna
Christianity.
You're right. It's a good comment.
It's
really
Christianity. Are we supposed to,
What's wrong with the government? I'm gonna say what's wrong with the government. I'm gonna say it.
That's what you want to say?
I'm gonna tell them.
I don't necessarily say there's anything wrong with the government, except they don't follow their own freaking rules.
I said it earlier. I know what it is. I know what it is.
Go ahead.
Like this.
Go ahead.
It's being run, and it's been run by a bunch of men with too much testosterone.
Whoa.
Pumping into.
Can I? Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton.
They're oversized,
Einstein,
unhealthy
they're women.
balls with machine guns.
Hillary Clinton, Michelle Obama.
Because they have the penis envy. They want to be men. You know they do. They didn't exactly work on being
I'll let
like
you
a
say
geisha.
what you're saying, but don't say
You know, there's an art to being a woman that can be appreciated. And we're not all going to be bullied into police regalia and have to lose our feminineship over this scrutiny and tyranny of pressuring us, not allowing us to be the mothers that we are, the natural healers that we are, the peacemakers and givers that we are, the lovers of our men that we are. Because you want to send all of our men and women and turn them into men, into the military, to fight your whole illusion of what you think reality of society should be. Why? Because you never listened to Yeshua. Because you never listened to Muhammad. You never listened to any of the prophets. You killed Bob Marley. You killed Tupac. And
Bob Marley. What was the message of, like, some of those?
Too many, and how many feminine prophets were burned in the witches? Okay, let's don't even go there. I can't go through history. I need to stay focused on point now, and what's happening, and I am just at a point where I've got my prayers all pulled up inside of me, and I'm going out into nature, and I'm going to create all of this feeling that I have, to make this whole thing stop, and just put it into prayer and intention for this world, and go out to nature and feel reality, so that we don't lose our minds out there, so that, if I have to spend another day in a Walmart line and then come home and hear about the war, I'm not so sure what I'm going to do with my day. But if I can go out to nature and commune with
here's
spirit,
all the people that I'm going to forget about. What I do is this is code. Nobody else can read this. Are you going to talk more?
If I can put all of my spirit practice into this. But see, the problem with, once again, the world out there, what have they always tried to do? They tried to take the spiritual practice, whether it be from any culture or the original indigenous culture here, and remove that ability.
Sometimes you talk a little bit like, but you talk a little bit like this channel they call Ascension Pioneers that I used to check out. I don't watch it anymore. It's called Ascension Pioneers, okay? And so it's this woman there, and she talks a lot, okay? She makes a long video, kind of like some of these other channels, and she's a female body, female soul. She's a woman, and she's probably around your age, and was talking about it in terms of like spirit and, you know, this ascension thing, this theme, you know, like a new age theme. Okay, and what she did, like 2 years ago, was she got a boyfriend. She got a little man thing, okay? And they used to do the videos together. And she did like, I saw like 4 or 5 or more of them. Then guess what happened? Something that you're not so sure about, then all of a sudden, all the videos was taken down. Gone. And then all the videos that came after that was just back to her, but you can notice like a little bit of a change. But you look at those videos, she never said anything about where did those videos go. We just saw those videos. It was you and the man. You and the man talking about spiritual. And he was just like, yes, honey. Yes, honey. Yeah, that's how we do it. Yeah, yeah. And he just got all whipped up, and he's all yes, 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 yes. Then all of a sudden he's gone. I don't like fake shit. I don't like fake men. I don't like fake relationships. I don't like women who don't know their place. Okay? Like, that's what it is. Women that don't know their place, or men that don't know their place. Either one. They have to fit together. And it's really hard to have it fit together. I didn't build this channel on you. In fact, there was other people.
No, the masculine actually needs to be loved and healed. But I do have a message to like women of the world, like, don't give them too much of yourself, because they don't deserve it.
Not me, no. No, I just want just a little bit, and then I'm like, I know that's enough, it's too much, and then, you know, then we separate. But on the highest level, we're supposed to agree to how we face the world on that level.
Like, my message to women is always protect yourself in a very high way, and know that you are,
keep to yourself,
you know, beautiful and lovable in this world, because and men too, but
keep
I feel like I'm speaking to women right now, because I, you know, and we're going through like huge levels of healing right now. And look, I mean, we
I'm a funny guy.
The amount of centuries that our children have been torn from our arms, and we've actually had to live such nightmares. Men are included in that, I know that. But I'm not a man, so I don't know how all that process goes in my body.
A woman here that they all use CPS and the system get their children taken away? Really? Really? Men out there, you know, put your hands up. You know, how many of you had children pulled away from you and you really can't do anything about it?
And a lot of that.
Don't even go. You just crossed the line, honey. And you women out there want to come to her defense? I don't think so. Okay, because you're wrong.
Pulling for you know.
I've lost more kids. I've lost more kids than you have. Way more. I've lost more kids than you have, for many more years. And wrongfully. And I haven't made videos. I've made 5,000 videos for 8 years now, and movies prior to that. And I have never come out and said what happened. Okay? Because it's so personal, it's so painful, and try to protect that. That child is an adult now. But you know, you've heard about it. Sometimes what do you do? What do you find me doing? Don't bring up the fact that women have children taken away.
Well,
you don't have no children taken away in this day and age.
There are couples together that you read in the news.
There were couples. There was a famous one that they had them seized away. Fuck that shit. That's all wrong. That's the state. The state's earning its karma. It's going to pay the price.
I understand, you know, if there's any type of certain things around children, you know, it's helpful. You know, you gotta have community and people that can always spot and love and help and assist situations, but we gotta come like at it in a different way, and
everybody
that's
knows
where I always come back to you.
Everybody
and I always
knows.
understand what it is that you're trying.
Is that your own choice?
To show people.
You come back.
But
did you go away?
I see this other side that is able to be at the level of the mind and understand the politics and understand it at a level of like, you know, hitting it back with the same level of a missile, you know, just mentally. right?
Mentally.
Like you're mentally
Without the
just
emotion?
like, and then you're pulling the spirituality into it.
The spiritual is
And
the
that's
higher
why I
above
can
mental.
respect you. That's why I can respect you even when you yell at me. That's why I respect you when I know.
Why don't you tell that to people so they understand what you want to get out of this? It's mutual consenting adults on what
regardless
points.
of me personally, like in our personal, what we ever share or do with the public, people should watch your channel. And they should listen to you.
Oh, this is a promotion for the channel now.
Ever
I'm a real good guy. I let the channel get taken over by somebody or other people, and everybody gets to watch.
I will tell you, like, if I was like to go from like 0 to 100 with where I went, like with my skill level of survival, I went from like 0 to like 115%, like ability to go into the woods and not be afraid, to go way out into the woods and not be afraid all night, a few days alone, and have to deal with certain situations.
Did you ever do that before you met me?
That journey keeps going. I mean, there's some things, yes, I still have fears, of course, you know, but,
Did you ever do that before you met me?
What?
Or are you saying that you did that?
Are you kidding me? I did not even leave all the lights off in my house before I met you.
You didn't even leave the lights off?
I even had friends that would make fun of me because they grew up and like very environmentally.
I go in darkness in the rain in a graveyard,
why
and
don't
I'm
you
like,
just turn your lights out? I had lights on in the house. Yes, no, I totally remember the first time you ever took me into the woods, and you remember, and I just like immediately I
She
screamed.
just reminded. I didn't think about that for years. Yeah, you were like, I thought you were gonna like rip my arm off, and I was like, damn, oh, you might rip my arm off. And I said, there ain't no bear, but I think you were like picking up some signal of a bear that
I don't think we had bears.
might have been there
dogs back
a few years ago or something.
Yeah. I know there's
And I said, let me take care of it. If there's a bear, I'll deal with it.
And further
I'm Grizzly Man. No, I'm better than Grizzly Man because I'm still here to make the video.
Let's bring it back to the topic though. What
you remember when we did the video where I went after the bear?
We're having to go further and further and further and further out, like from where the cities are. So like the cities.
No, I'm going. I just did a video in LA.
Are the cities to become
I just did videos in Las Vegas, Phoenix.
You did a video about the fire.
I did videos in California. I did videos in Miami. I've been in all the biggest cities.
The cities will become like balls of fire. You did a video about the nuclear reactive fireballs. I didn't watch
Firenados.
I was watching it kind of, but I need to listen to that because that's. What were you saying? Like, are you saying predictions?
When was that video? When you were gone?
No, this was just a couple of days ago. But I think I was doing music with the kids or something.
I don't remember.
Something about.
But anyhow, this is a yoga video. Thanks for tuning in. And yoga is supposed to be silent. You go like this. Yeah. Do I look like Anderson Cooper to you yet? Alright, that's the other channel. Let's stop this.